ASMR. And for today's video, I thought I'd do a soft-spoken ASMR video, as this will be my first one. And I thought I might add a little something to this video. And that something is going to be me just showcasing you all the different books that I have thrifted, or books that I have bought. But it's mostly going to be thrifted books. So let's begin. My first book is going to be one that I purchased not too long ago. It's called Bright Wings, and it's an illustrated anthology of poems about birds, if you couldn't tell. Now, I will advise, if you're gonna go out of your way to purchase thrifted books, you do have to be aware of the bugs, like literally, what's it, like bookworms? Some people call it like book lice, but they're just little bugs that might live in your pages. So if you're gonna thrift any books, make sure you keep it in a Ziploc bag in the fridge or in the freezer, at least overnight, to prevent any of the bugs that might go inside your books and eat up your pages. But anyways, this book has a lot of impressive illustrations, as you can see here. And let me flip to a random one. That's gonna be your bird, okay? I didn't even turn to a bird. Okay, let's do the next page. I got just writings. So you actually got the satyr waxwing, and it says, although it catches insects during the breeding season, the waxwings eats primarily fruit, unusual for a bird whose range is in temperate rather than tropical habitats, and can live on fruit alone for several months. Okay, hold on. I like this bird. So yeah, there's the first one. My second thrifted book would be called Spilling Open. It's definitely interesting, I'll give you that. So Spilling Open, the art of becoming yourself, is the creative expression of one young woman's attempt to understand herself as she grows up and spills open. And then this is by Sabrina Ward Harrison. So she shows off basically like her journal and her personal diary. So it has really neat illustrations and different pages here. Everything is very expressive, so that's definitely something I like. This journal honestly gives me inspiration to do like my own expressive writing or drawings and just go crazy with it. So, and here is the back. one. Okay. The next book. It's gonna be called The Heart of Soul. And it's just literally says emotional awareness. And it's from Gary Zukov and Linda Francis. It literally says the longest journey you will make in your life is from your head to your heart. So, I haven't read this one yet, but I definitely want to. I'll read you a page from the book. So it says, anger is my resistance. Say the sentence a few times to yourself. Okay, guys, I'm scared. I open myself to the possibility that my anger is my resistance to experiencing my pain and my resistance to the world not being the way I want it to be. If it feels appropriate, practice saying the sentence every time you become angry. Well, damn, I'm about to read this book. So yeah, I definitely want to read it. Once I do, who knows, maybe I'll give y'all an update. Okay, and let's see. These are recently, some are going to be like more recent, so I haven't gotten the chance to read them yet. But another one would be about the stars and the planets. So this one is called A Pocket Guide to the Stars and Planets. And it's legit just showing you the planets and information and details about each one. One of these pages says Earth's true sister, and it's talking about Saturn. So it says Saturn is larger than Mercury and Pluto, and the second largest moon in the solar system. Oh wait, girl, is it talking about this? Titan is much larger than the. Okay, just kidding. I don't know what part I'm reading. But anyways. Oh, here, and this one's like The Search of Life, so that's pretty cool. I love the stars and the planets, so I thought, what better book? And another book that I have yet to read is called Setting Your Heart on Fire, and it's 7 invitations to liberate your life, and it's by Raphael Kushner. Honestly, I just saw how bright yellow it was, and I was like, I'm getting that book. So some details, it says, let's open it up. This book is a wake-up call from your own heart. It is a roadmap to love, not the romantic, familiar, or platonic kind, but a love that most of us rarely tasted. This love exists prior to and apart from any specific type of expression. It says that the author's own experience has taught him that we often close ourselves to love, that life's challenges, losses, and disappointments can shut us down emotionally and physically, leaving us stagnant in our work and relationships and feeling empty and alone. This book represents step-by-step process for reopening and reawakening your heart and spirit, and for learning to use this ever-present love to blaze through any obstacle you may face. Might I say, I've got a good eye. Because I just wiped the low-key, that was some dust. That's a book I definitely will read. I think so far I'll have to read the Purple, the Heart of the Soul, and Setting Your Heart on Fire. Those seem pretty good. Okay, our next one is a bit of a fun book. It's called The Secret Language of Dreams. So I am also very fascinated by dreams and their meanings. So when I found this book at the thrift store, I knew I had to get it. So it just walks you through different definitions. It's a directory of sort. For example, letters and packages, shopping and money, houses and buildings. At school, boy, I dream of that shit. Theaters and circus, towns and cities. Oh, the stars and the planets, how pretty is that? Dream control. So, yeah, many different topics to go about. One thing I've never done and that I want to do, though, is lucid dream. I think I've done it like twice that I've remembered. And I just remember seeing my reflection on water. And I just remember thinking that, oh, this is a dream. And I don't remember anything past that. Oh, and this book is from David Fontana. So if you're ever curious about dream directory, here it is. Oh, I don't think I haven't done like okay. My next book is also pretty whimsical, you can say. So this next one is actually about fairies. It's described and illustrated by Brian who? Brian Frog? Sigmund? Okay, I'm sorry. And Alan Lee. And it's edited and designed by David. Yeah. Hell yeah. So, this is it. It's called Fairies. Did I smack you? I don't know. So, let's turn to a page. Maybe not that one. Oh, the Unseelie Court. Dude. Puck. Wow. This is, honestly, I haven't opened this one in a while. But when I was first reading it, I thought, so for example, it'll give you pictures like these. Or, this is a big ass book. Pictures like these. Pictures like these. Yeah, there's really cool looking ones in here, and also kind of scary. Kind of scary looking depictions. That's the real fairies, huh? Yeah, so if you ever want something to read, fairies is right there for you. I think so. I've got the dream book, I've got a fairies book, I've got 2 heart related books, I've got planets, I've got birds and poetry, and I also have other books I've read. Let's see. Oh, let's get these out. I also have more fun books that I bought off of Amazon. Let's show you. Let's show you this one first. So this book is called The Way to a Beautiful World, and it's from James Norbury. Listen, I'm all for writing. Don't get me wrong, but sometimes I don't want to read all that, so I very much enjoy simple readings, honestly. So this is a tale of a panda. And a tiny dragon. I think it says, as beloved friends, Big Panda and Tiny Dragon journey to find the lost land. There are moments when the dense forests, hazardous mountains, derelict ruins, and dark caves, and the feelings they bring threaten to overwhelm them. But together, they find the will to keep on walking. Each environment, so menacing at first, slowly yields glimmers of life, light, and beauty. And the second one, also from James Norbury, is called The Cat Who Taught Sin. And I have not read this one, but I just bought it like a few weeks ago, or a month ago. I don't know what day it is. And it's a tale of a cat wise in the ways of Zen, who hears of solitary and ancient pine, deep in a maple forest, under which infinite wisdom may be found. So there's one. So yeah, I have more books, but maybe I'll make it into a part 2. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you have a good sleep,